Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another season of Alliance War, season 33, I think it is. And we got quite the matchup on the very first one. Got fighting the war boss. This war is this is a wild ride, guys. Strap in for Loki versus GT40. I think the last 3 seasons war champions. They placed number 1 last season. We placed number 2. So it's kind of fitting that we matched them first war of this season. And so here we have a Weapon X up first, and this is actually the exact same layout they had the last time we faced them. And I fought this Weapon X. This was the first time using my rank 4 Warlock, but it didn't end up recording. But the fight went so well, and all I did was parry heavy. So you see, I parry at the start to build up our infection, and now you can see Wolverine can't regen, and every time he does try to regen, he's actually degenning, and he's also getting power drained, so it's really nice. He is gaining the Furies from the node, but I'm really not too worried. Right here, I hold my heavy for about an extra half second, just to wait out his unstoppable time, and then one more, and he's dead. Dude, rank 4 Warlock, Sig 200, that degen, putting in work. And that power drain, very nice. So they also had a Killmonger on this exact node, and the last time we faced them, I was using Kitty and actually ended up dying to it, and I really wish it recorded so I could see what happened. It was like, all I remember is using Kitty, he threw his special one, I messed up the evade, and I just died. Maybe he had a couple of Furies. I don't think he did. It all happened so fast, but this time we're going to be out-assigned Warlock. So I start the fight with a couple parries, but it builds up his power quite a bit. So I trigger Reverb without him having too much power. You see we're taking a little bit of damage, but it's not too much. Just going to build him a special 2, drop it. Get those armor breaks, turns off all of Killmonger's abilities. Those are the annoying ones. And the power back boost gives us right to 2 bars back. Another special 2, another special 2, and that's lights out Killmonger. Bro, as soon as I finished that fight, I was just like, okay, I have been feeling some rank up regret with Warlock because of nothing against Warlock, man, but just how good Omega Sentinel is, and Nimrod, and recently having pulled Nimrod and then thinking about going for Omega Sentinel, going for Cabs and stuff. So just a little bit of rank up regret. But as soon as I did that fight, that regret was just gone, and I'm just like, right, this is why I took Warlock to rank 4, right, this is the reason, and I feel a lot better with that decision, and he's crushing it so far, just mowing down those first 2 fights. So next up here we have a Magneto on the Mixmaster node. So you're going to see him evade quite a few times in this fight, but pretty much every single time he evades, it's because I am ready for it. Like, as long as you know when he's going to evade, it's not really a big deal, and you can just be ready to parry or dash back or really any number of right there you see he evades, and then he right away counterattacks me, and it's kind of easier to get the parry off, I find, doing it that way. So sometimes I use the evade to my advantage. Right there, he evaded and then threw a special, which is perfect. I don't have to waste time baiting. So sometimes, you know, if you're prepared, it can be a bit risky, but it can be worthwhile to just make them evade on purpose and kind of make them a bit more aggressive and do stuff that you want them to. So that fight went really well. And then I just said, okay, you know, I'm going to do the rest of my fights because I'm taking the boss, you know, once it's all open. So at this point, my buddy Madcat, me and him got what's left on Mini Island. So here I have a Domino, and I fought Domino here with Warlock last season. Again, I think this is the same path I had against them before, and the fight went pretty well. So here you see I let her hit into me a little bit with her mediums to power drain herself, but I'm just slowly building up my special 2. This does have spite, so she is gaining power. So here I really need to bait the special 2. Luckily she throws it. I didn't go for a invulnerability boost here, but I did put on a special 3 defense boost. So if I end up taking an L3, the damage will be reduced by, I think, 33%. It was the biggest one possible. But yeah, 2 special 2s does the trick. Good night, Domino. Didn't even have to eat an L3, which I think we would have been fine doing. And then gonna have to swap my masteries. A lot of mastery swaps this war, which is kind of annoying. taking on and off suicides, but whatever, it's against GT40, so it's worth it. So here we have a SpiderHam. So this has aspect of evolution and kinetic transference, some pretty nasty nodes. This is really solid placement for SpiderHam. I throw in an invulnerability boost, and right at the start of the fight there, you see he had such a prolonged combo. I guess I just wasn't really ready for it, and he ended up catching me with the and he ate two of my three indestructible hits, which is not good because I was planning on, you know, if I push him to an L3 by accident, like taking that, and now I can only take one, and if I make any more mistakes, I won't be able to take any. Here I'm getting cornered. The kinetic transference is adding up. Here he hits me with his hammer, and now I don't have any more invulnerability hits, and he goes red, and I'm just like, well, crap. Thank God I put on that special 3 defense boost. I'm like, okay, I should be able to get hit by this and not die. I think I should be okay. You know, class advantage. I'm really boosted. Yeah, I come out of there with a lot of health. I'm like, okay, that's good. I wanted to throw my special 3 here, but I'm like, all right, if I do that, I'm just gonna die to those power stings. So I gotta hold it. I would have liked to get that adrenaline healing. I do end up getting a little bit back off these basic hits here, but because of the kinetic transference and the aspect of evolution, he's gotten a lot of bars of power. So all those bars of power give him critical resistance, give him more attack, and give him some other stuff too. I think more power gain as well. So he's a tank right now, and I'm not critting as much. My Falcon's also only Sig 29, so that's not very high on getting crit rate. And so here I throw my special 3, and I'm just like, okay, I'm praying to God this kills him. Just get me out of this fight, or at least give me some power back. It does 3%, and haters explained why. Because he had 10 of his nonsense charges that really reduced the damage. And then he throws an unblockable special 2, and I'm dead. I would have rather eaten another special 3. I don't think it would have killed me. So yeah, first death of the season. Yeah, I felt really bad. I should have practiced more against SpiderHam, and I should have maybe read through his abilities again, so I would have known that about his nonsense charges. Definitely a my bad. One other thing is that I also recently got a new phone, and I've been having a little bit of trouble figuring out how I want to hold it, because the camera right here, it kind of messes me up when I'm holding it this way. So I've tried holding it the other way. That's what I was doing when I was doing these fights, having the sound come out of your left hand covering where the sound comes out of. And I don't know. I'm still trying to get really comfortable with the new phone, but I'm getting there. And then next up here we have an Iceman, and also you see I just checked the score. So when the war started, it was 0-0, of course, and then throughout the beginning it was like 2-2 tied. And then when I went to do these fights, I looked at the scores. We have 8 deaths and they have 2. So I was just like, oh, well, looks like we lost already. So that I didn't feel quite as bad about dying because of the score. You know, if it was still 2-2, I would have felt even worse. But I still have to fight the boss. So, you know, I'm just thinking, and it's with Falcon as well. So I'm like, I'm just thinking, if I can solo that boss, I can at least redeem myself a bit this war, you know. This fight here, this fight's a joke. There's no way in hell I'll ever die to an Iceman with Human Torch with Flame on active. It's not gonna happen. If I do, I need to stop playing this game. Torch is my guy. This is like a classic matchup here, fire versus ice. There's no way we can ever lose this, especially with our Nova Flames. And yeah, this fight was a nice break after that SpiderHam, and it was a nice and easy fight just to clear my head, especially after dying, get back on track. Then Mad Cat took down those next 2 minis, opened things up for me, and then okay, so now just gotta shake off that death, go in. We have a rank 4 thing boss, 500,000 health, 500,000 HP, man. This guy is big and beefy. Got my boosts on, got a fresh invulnerability boost, and I'm ready. Thing is actually probably my favorite non-boss character to fight. Like, if my favorite character to fight is probably Maestro, but like playable characters that we can have in our own roster, it's probably Thing. I remember when Thing first came out, he was such a difficult champion to fight, but I really enjoyed learning how to fight him and counter him. I remember using like Stark Spidey against him back in the day in War. It's great. So I'm really comfortable with fighting Thing. Super comfortable, especially with evading his special attacks against the wall. There was one season where I fought like 6 or 7 Thing bosses with Void. Now right here he blocks my special one, but I'm able to recover. A little sketchy though. But yeah, I fought like 6 or 7 Thing bosses with Void, and I'm pretty sure I soloed every single one of them, all rank 3s, and I was using a 5-star Void. So like I'm just really confident and comfortable with fighting Thing. And with Falcon, it's even easier because, you know, you don't even have to worry about the rock stacks nearly as much. Still worry about them a little bit. Like right here, you see I don't have my lock on active. So I push him to 10. You see right there, I finished that combo with a light attack, so I didn't give him enough power to throw a special. Then beta heavy and push him to 15. There we go, and then get rid of all those rock stacks. But you know, this is a scary fight against the wall. A lot of wall play right there. But like I said, I'm confident in the matchup, so I'm not really scared to have my back against the wall. But I would prefer to not do the entire fight that way. So throw my special 3 here, push myself out of the wall, which is fantastic. Get so much more room, and now I can start breathing again. This fight's taking a while though. You know, it's a long fight, so you know, very easy to make mistakes in these long fights, and if you make too many, they really do start to pile up. But, you know, so far so good. Now that I got recontrol of space and got in on his side, much easier to bait out these special attacks. Our lock-on falls off, so we're going to go ahead and push him to 15 rock stacks once again. Just looking for these openings. I was trying to, you know, intercept as much as possible and bait heavies without taking block damage as well. I was trying to play like perfectly, you know, just one to redeem myself, and just also, I don't know, just to make myself feel better, because this stupid thing, man, stupid SpiderHam, just that's annoying, especially first war. At least now I don't have to stress about a perfect season. It isn't a good thing, but yeah, you know, it's all good. I just really want to get this thing boss soloed. So I think Falcon is attacker tactic is that energy resistance, which is interesting, but it's not really doing anything, so it's not really relevant. But yeah, starting to get pushed back a bit. Gonna use my special, give me some more space, and then bait his special. We've got 2 minutes left on the clock, which is fine. I remember back in the day, I remember watching one of my alliance mates almost time out to a Thing boss. He soloed it with like a second left or something, back on the 3-minute timers. If there were still 3-minute timers, I would have timed out long ago. But really love the 5-minute timers, especially for these big rank 4 health pools. So push him to 15 rock stacks one more time. Bait the special, throw my special, and boom. 141 hit combo. Goodbye rank 4 Thing. It's a pretty clean fight. So that definitely, I think, redeemed the death. It was a pretty nice fight. I'm pretty proud of myself with that one. Felt really good to fight a war boss. It's been quite a while. So yeah, and I wrote redemption here. Felt pretty good. Felt pretty good after that fight. And Lizer said, amazing job, rank 4 Thing. And so this is the current standings. This is about 1 in the morning during this war, where this is happening, where I'm recording this. We've cleared a lot of the map. We finished with, well, we didn't finish, but we're at 8 deaths. They still have about a third of the map to clear, so technically they could die 5 more times and we could finish the rest of our fights, but that's very highly unlikely, although that is kind of what happened the first time we faced them last season and we didn't end up winning. So I mean, you never know. But I doubt lightning strikes twice, especially in the same spot, so we'll see. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I will update in the pinned comment whether we win or lose tomorrow or when this is uploaded. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the first war of the season. Lots of action, a death, a boss solo. What more can you ask for in a war video, man? Am I right? Drop a like, subscribe. We're pushing for 100,000 subscribers by this summer. Thank you guys for all the continued support and love. Peace out.